Hello, I'm Emma Brighton, and today I will be presenting to you the benefits of practicing responsible business in a post-COVID world. Thank you for your time. One of the more striking inequalities highlighted by the pandemic is that of gender inequality in the workforce. Women accounted for 54% of job losses from the beginning of COVID-19 to June 2020, despite only making up 39% of the global workforce. Furthermore, women in Britain were 15% more likely to have lost their job and 8% more likely to have been furloughed than men. This serves to exacerbate gender inequality that is already present. Prior to the pandemic, gender inequality was particularly prevalent in the financial insurance sector, which has the largest gender pay gap in the UK. This figure will likely increase due to the disproportionate impact of the pandemic on women. Therefore, it is vital that businesses, especially in the financial sector, act to increase the retention and progression of women in the workforce. The gender pay gap exists primarily due to the child penalty, with 44 to 75% of mothers working fewer hours or switching to a less demanding job after having a child, compared to only 13 to 37% of fathers. This highlights a serious underuse of women's skills, a waste of individual women, society and businesses. This issue is reflected in the shape of HSBC's workforce, with a predominance of women in the more junior levels and fewer women in senior leadership roles. HSBC UK employs more women, but mainly in junior and part-time roles, an issue which is exacerbated by the high proportion of men in senior roles at HSBC Bank plc. Overall, this supports a high-medium aggregate gender pay gap of 47.8%. Although HSBC is taking steps to address this, the current approach is not enough, resulting in HSBC falling behind competitors. The growing consumer awareness of issues of equality and responsible business highlights potential issues for the future consumer retention and brand loyalty at HSBC. To mitigate this, I propose a greater emphasis on flexible working. The pandemic has shown that employees can work effectively from home, which can be applied to parental leave and to create a culture that encourages greater work-life balance. This would allow women the choice of having both children and a career, whilst also enabling fathers to have a more active role in their children's upbringing. Furthermore, studies support that both remote working and schedule flexibility are positively related to firm performance, reduced costs, employee retention and reduced absenteeism. Beyond this, the positive impact of flexible working on employee retention after childbirth will enable women to progress their careers, resulting in more women in managerial and executive level roles, which has been proven to increase firm profitability. The success of flexible working in the finance sector can be seen at Barclays, where colleagues who work dynamically score higher for enthusiasm, job satisfaction and brand loyalty, with 88% saying they would recommend Barclays as a good place to work. Furthermore, Barclays claim flexible working enables them to provide extended cover for clients due to staff working outside normal office hours, giving them a competitive edge. On a larger scale, flexible working also has the potential to add $11.5 billion to the UK economy every year through the more productive use of available working hours, and over 60% of employers say it is key to staying competitive. The pandemic provides a unique opportunity to enhance the current flexible working scheme at HSBC to improve gender equality in the workplace through promoting remote working for those who want it. HSBC could pave the way for others in the industry and outside of it, developing a stronger reputation for both gender equality and responsible business ahead of its competitors. The benefits of this strategy are highly promising, as it will enable greater career progression for women and will build a stronger and more motivated workforce. This will build HSBC's reputation as a responsible firm and enable it to sustainably and flexibly respond to the after effects of COVID-19. By encouraging a greater emphasis on flexible and remote working, HSBC has the opportunity to pave the way forwards towards greater gender equality, standing out against its competitors and resulting in greater profitability, brand loyalty and staff retention. Thank you for listening.